Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is October 30th, 2018. As of the time I'm filming this video, that would make me 39 years old. I got one more year before I hit 40, and I'm technically slated for my midlife crisis. But honestly, I think current events have pushed that up. I think it's safe to say that 39 is my midlife crisis. Uh, but yeah, today I'm 39 years old. So regardless of the shitstorm that's been going on lately with my health and the blood clots, and then before that the depression, anxiety, fatigue, all of that shit doesn't matter right this minute because I'm still alive. And I have an amazing family, and for the moment, I still have a roof over my head, and I'm damn thankful for that. And I'm kind of reflecting on that right now. My wife, she just fell asleep, Miss Barnacle. She's exhausted. She just gave me my shot in my belly. That's like, you guys can see. Look at that bruise. Yeah, it's another one forming over here. Another big one forming right there. Those are from those Levinox shots I have to get twice a day, and I'm not gonna lie, they keep getting worse and worse and worse. Now they're to the point where I get them, I double over in pain for about 5 minutes and damn near cry. So, but again, you could look at the glass half empty, which is what I've been doing lately, or half full. And if I look at it half full, the prognosis is those shots are keeping me alive. So that is a good thing. Well, actually, I don't even know if that's really accurate because I think they're improving my chances of staying alive. Because when they removed the blood clots, they had to put me on those blood thinners and anticoagulants because it prevents new clots from forming. So the good news is my birthday present today is I get to wake up and go back to the hospital and get put in an ultrasound. Or I guess you don't really get put into it. Somebody runs a thing on you. And the ultrasound, they're going to image my arteries going up through my arm and into my chest, and they're going to see if the arteries are still clear because they inserted a balloon. After they cleared the two big clots out, they put a balloon in there and they re-expanded the artery because the clot, caused like scarring and stuff and shrunk it down. So they blew it up with a balloon and stretched it out. And so today's ultrasound is going to see if it stayed stretched out or if it returned back to its restricted size. Now, I'm confident that it stayed stretched out because my hand hasn't been going numb. My arm swelling is pretty much 100% down. So, and my hand is functioning better than it has in the last 6 months. So, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get some good news today. So, and they also said I'm going to see a doctor right after the ultrasound, and he may be able to switch me off the Levinox shots that are destroying my stomach. I'm going to show him my stomach because it even hurts worse than it looks. And hopefully they'll put me on an oral medication. They couldn't do it, and they said they couldn't do it with confidence until they do the ultrasound. But if things look good, then the oral medication should be fine for a while until everything all heals up 100%. So, but I'm really hoping they get me off these shots because the shots are fucking pure agony. And Miss Barnacles, she's, you can tell she does not like giving me these shots. She feels bad. She feels bad because it's like a form of cruel and unusual punishment. But at the same time, they're making sure that I don't get another blood clot that could kill me. So this whole ordeal has been really, really scary. But I'm damn fortunate that they found the clots and that, technology is good enough that they were able to go in and fix it, or presumably fix it. They said that sometimes it doesn't take hold, the balloon doesn't inflate them or stretch them enough, so they have to go in a second and sometimes a third time. I'm hoping that they nailed it on the first time. They seem to think that despite, appearances making it seem like I'm not healthy, they said that I'm incredibly healthy. They said my blood pressure is flawless, my blood sugar is flawless, my cholesterol is flawless. They said all my numbers are fantastic. So they said from a physiological standpoint, my innards are in fantastic shape. And they said that I should heal like remarkably fast. And so far, I'm ahead of schedule. They said it would take 2 weeks for my arm to be really usable again. And today, I did quite a few things. It hurt like hell, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't comfortable. I mean, I took out 2 air conditioners, the floor standing models, and took them out to the garage and stored them. and that kicked my ass entirely. And then after a little while, I went and recalked the bathtub in our master bathroom because the wall was starting to rot through a little bit, and you could tell water was getting into places we really didn't want it getting into. And Xander, no matter how much you tell the little guy not to splash in the tub, boy, when he's in there, he thinks he's like Cirque du Soleil, water going everywhere. So I figured I'd caulk that up, and so it took me a while. It took me a while to do it, but I got through it, and tried to use my right arm as much as humanly possible, and leaned on the left when I needed to. But so far, things are working pretty good. I've been complaining a lot lately, and I came to that realization. I've been complaining a lot lately, guys, because of woe is fucking me, and everything that's going on and all the negative. But the truth is, there's a lot more positive than there is negative. I mean, like I said, I'm still alive. I've still got my health for the most part. Granted, all this bed rest and shit over the last couple of weeks has made me incredibly weak, which is going to make it an uphill battle to get moving. Plus, I gained a bunch more weight when I thought I'd plateaued as heavy as I was ever going to get. Lo and behold, more poundage snuck up on me. So it's going to be, I got a tough road ahead of me. But I'm 39, I ain't getting any younger, so this next year is going to have to be a hard push. I'm going to have to say, you know what? Today's my birthday. I'm going to celebrate by making some real changes moving forward and solidify those changes. And those changes are 99% mental and 1% physical. But I got to start somewhere because the negativity is eating me alive. You guys can probably tell, the few of you guys that are still here, you can probably tell that I've been a little bit of a negative Nancy lately. And a lot of you might even try to cut me some slack and justify it by saying, I've been dealt kind of a shitty hand for the time being. And but truth be told, there's a lot of people that are doing worse than me. I had a guy message me today on Twitter and say that he felt bad about me having to get 2 Levinox shots a day because he used to have to get one every day and it absolutely sucked. But then he put on top of that, because he was going through testicular cancer and he was also getting chemotherapy and he was doing a bunch of other shit. And the first thing I thought to myself was, oh my God, this guy that literally went through something 1,000 times worse than I'm going through right now is the one that's saying that he feels bad about what I'm going through. I'm like, okay, hold on here. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't mean I can't complain. There's always somebody who's worse off, right? No matter what you have. It doesn't matter. You could have the worst disease on planet Earth, and the other is going to be like, well, I died yesterday. There's always somebody who's going to be worse. But when you think about it, it's like, I'm not even, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm still down at 1. Like I can still get up, I can still walk around, I can still eat what I want for the most part, I can still drink coffee, I can still go do stuff. For me, it's more of an energy, pain, and motivation. Those are the three things I really need to work on: is energy, pain, and motivation. Problem is, the pain medication that I've been on for the last 8 years, as predicted, is becoming almost completely ineffective. And the surgical option for my back hasn't really improved, so there's not really a lot that they can do in there. Although they did say that it is possible that I might be able to go get some cortisone shots that could make a big difference in the pain level. But I'm just gonna have to face that this year and be like, you know what, the pain medication's not working. It's time to maybe start titrating off it here in the next couple of months and just stop taking it altogether. And I'm not going to lie, that scares the shit out of me. Even though it's not that effective, it's more effective than not having it. But at the same time, you have to weigh things. Like, is it effective enough to justify keep using it? Is it effective enough for me to justify having a dependency on it? Like, there's all these factors. And the answers are starting to lean in favor of just not using it anymore. So we'll see how that goes. The plus side of me getting off the pain medication is I can't take anti-anxiety medication unless I'm in, like, the hospital for something, because it directly conflicts with the pain medication. You can't have them together. They could cause you to stop breathing. So if I come off the pain medication, the good news is I may actually be able to get on some anti-anxiety medication that could help me a lot with the panic attacks, and that would probably improve my life even more so than suppressing the pain. So anyways, it's probably going to be a new course of action that I'm going to talk to my doctor about next time I go in and see him. So, got some other good news today too. The hole finally closed on my arm. So let's see if you guys can see it. See that little itty bitty hole? It's closed. So it used to be a hole the size of a pencil, and now it's just like a little red dot there. I don't know if you can see it very well with the crappy lighting, but it is completely closed now. It was an open hole just 3 days ago. So I no longer have to have a Band-Aid on it. All the little scarring and stuff is starting to go away from where the tape cut me. Like there was like 4 or 5 cuts. Only one little piece of one remains right there. That's still healing, the worst one. But all in all, I'm healing nicely. I'm healing nicely. Now that healing does get slowed down by the Levinox shots that I'm on because they're an anticoagulant, which means that I bruise easier, and I don't get like scabs, and my skin doesn't heal as fast. So, so everything's got a positive and a negative up in this bitch, let me tell you. But anyways, I don't want to run this too long because everybody's sleeping in the house right now, and I'll be honest, I haven't slept much in the last couple of days. I've been having really severe nightmares. Really vivid ones. Even when I didn't take the Ambien last night, I had probably the worst nightmares of all the nights, which I can't really explain. I don't know where they're coming from. I think it's just stress and anxiety. The more days that I spend, not working and not getting back to, making YouTube videos and reviewing technology, it's like I feel like I'm starting to lose it. Like I'm getting too disconnected. And I'll be honest, it scares the hell out of me, guys. It's weird. I look at myself just a year ago. A year ago, I was a completely different person, completely different energy level, completely different ambitions, completely different motivations. And it's crazy to think that all that stuff changed so dramatically in a year just because of some little shit that honestly shouldn't have affected anybody that bad. Like, truth is, I was actually coping really well with, the Microsoft layoff after a couple of years, and came to grips with being my own boss and doing my own thing. But then tax time rolls around, and it affects me way worse than it should. Like all the uncertainty of everything just like blows my doors off, kills all my motivation, and then I struggle. So that's weird. It's really weird, guys. I can't really explain it. I went back and watched some of my old videos on YouTube, and it was weird. I looked at that guy like he was a total stranger, and I never thought that I would do that. Like, I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, what in the fuck kind of drugs is this guy on? Like, I was just way more hyperactive. And I know when you get older, right? People say, oh, when you get older, you slow down and everything. But for me, it was like hitting a brick wall. It wasn't this gradual thing over time. It just happened abruptly, and that's why I think that it's more just more about like just stress. I think it's just stress, honestly, over time that caused most of this. And hell, some of the ailments that I'm dealing with, like they think the blood clot was caused by the testosterone. And you guys remember I took the testosterone treatment because I had super low testosterone, which they thought was causing my massive fatigue, because I had fatigue so bad for 3 months that I was sleeping like 12, 14 hours a day, and I was still yawning all day. And I couldn't have any level of energy, like no matter what. Even when I went hiking, even in that video where I went hiking, it's like, to go hiking, I drank a shitload of coffee. Like, you guys don't even know the amount of coffee that I downed, and drank a Red Bull. And I mean, it took a lot to get up that hill and back down again. And after that, I completely crashed, and it took a full day of recovery afterwards. So, and it was just mostly exhaustion. The testosterone helped immensely. Like night and day difference. But unfortunately, because everything points to that being the cause of the blood clots, I can no longer take it. So no more testosterone for me. So I guess my shriveled up little balls are gonna grow back into big old man balls, big old man swinging crane balls, or was it wrecking balls? But I kind of miss the boys. I'll be glad to have them back. And the truth is, my energy level, I think, would be even though the testosterone helped, I think my energy level is much more tied to my quality of sleep and my stress level. So I think the things I need to focus on most of all is reducing the stress in my life and finding joy in everything again. I used to be the type of person that would find joy in absolutely everything. Didn't matter what it was. Like, I was excited by every little thing. Like, you could pull out a new little doodad that I ain't never seen before and show it to me, like, like something like this. and, you know, a little bug vacuum. And I'd be like, how does it work? Oh my God, I want to use it. And I'd spend the whole day running around vacuuming up bugs and shit. Like I was a kid in that respect. And my wife used to even tell me that, you know, that I'm just like a big child, a big grown child. And over the last year, it feels like I've just turned into a grumpy old man. It feels like I've missed that whole stage of just being a regular old adult in between. You know, it's like you go from like a kid to like a teenager, then to like an adult, and then you start becoming a crotchety old man. I feel like I just jumped straight from my teenage years into crotchety old man. And no matter how much I think about it, I can't put my finger on what the specific trigger was. The only thing I can think of is I went through a year where I really let the internet get to me. Like, and I shouldn't say the internet, let me say social media. I let social media get to me, where people judging me every day and attacking me every day about my weight, about my intelligence, about my political views, about my religious views, about my views on computers, trying to start fights between me and my friends. It just, and then watching everybody else that I know on the internet just like kind of grow and change and go from just being, you know, kind of carefree, jovial people into, you know, professional power players and, you know, building and finding their ways and their empires and stuff like that. And just realizing that I've fallen so far behind that, you know, I'm basically not in the club anymore, you know. And the first thing that I think of when I say that is like not in the club is it's like I used to be the club. At one point I had my little shining star where it's like I was the club and people were knocking on my door and wanted to come in the club and hang out, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And now I find that, yeah, my club's all dusty and dried out. So, and all the other clubs are like, get the fuck out of here, you ain't working for it. And that's just it. Is it's like it's a weird business, man. This is still, even after all these years, this is just the weirdest fucking business to be in. Making videos on the internet and everything and monetizing them through advertisers. Cat, would you please stop destroying my carpet? It already looks bad enough. But it's one of those businesses where it's like I still just don't really understand it. Like when I think I overthink it sometimes, because it's like, you know, you make videos and the videos make money through advertisers putting content on that videos, and then, you know, makes money through affiliates, through people buying stuff because they watch your videos, and that's why they call you an influencer and all this stuff. And it's like I never think about any of that shit when I make my videos. I just make videos, and if those things happen to slot in and work out, well, so be it, and they work their way in and things happen. But, you know, that used to kind of work and shit would just happen, but I'm starting to find that just isn't the way things work anymore. The world has kind of changed. Now things have to be planned. Things have to be, you know, scheduled. Things have to be orchestrated. You know, video 1 needs to lead to video 2, leads to video 3, and, you know, and it's like that's something that I just never really planned for. But the truth is, I never really planned to do this as a living ever before. Anyways, I was a career software developer. I never planned for this to actually go anywhere, and it still kind of freaks me out that it went as far as it did, and it's still got legs in it. Like my wife said, she said, if you just go back to not giving a fuck, this is what she said, the thing is, you worry about everything. She's like, all you do is worry. All you talk about is negative, to what if this doesn't go right? Oh, this doesn't work. What if? She said, I never used to be like that. I used to just do shit. Like there was no like, no, it's not going to work, or no, that's a bad idea. It was just like, I'm going to do something cool, pull out my camera and record it and share it with the world and give zero fucks about what anybody thinks about it. Just have a good time and find other people that enjoy that good time. And somewhere along the lines, I got in my own head. And when I got in my own head, it's like, I don't know if I got too big for my britches or what, but I just started getting in my own head. And when you overthink shit, it becomes impossible. But when you just do stuff, it happens. It's hard to explain beyond that. I can't really give it any more detail than that. But some of my most popular videos that I've ever made were literally shot, edited, and uploaded within like 4 hours. Some of the worst videos that had the worst viewership and everything and didn't have the highest engagement were some of the videos that I had like 12 hours of editing in and like 5 hours of shooting. The try-hard videos where I really throw myself into them never really worked well. And I always thought that, wait a second, why is that? Why is it the shit that has the best production value does not, and it's not always the case, but more often than not, why does the best production value? And it's because people, I don't think, necessarily, some people watch me for the content itself, but I think a lot of people just watch me just because they like the way that I deliver it. And I think that's what's been lost. When I watch my new videos versus my old videos, and by new videos, I mean like months ago, right? But my new videos versus my old videos, it seems like my new videos, I've kind of given up on a lot of the silliness and a lot of the just spontaneity of it. And I'm too worried about like the core, what I believe like the core sentiment of the video is and the delivery, when I used to just turn on the camera, record shit, and just throw it at the wall. Just share a raw experience. And I think I need to go back there. I think I need to go revisit the whole set up 3 cameras, hit record, and just have an entire experience and fucking edit it and release it. And because that's what I do the best, is when I'm not trying. The harder I try, the worse I do. So and I'm reading a book right now that's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And so far the first chapter's got me pegged absolutely perfectly that I give way too many fucks in the wrong areas. I need to give my fucks to the things that actually deserve the fucks, which is my viewers enjoying my energy and personality. And the way that I get that energy and personality back is by doing the things that I'm passionate about and avoiding the things that I'm not. So that's gonna be my focus, man. That's my, do we have birthday resolutions? I guess that's my 39 birthday resolution, is that this year I'm going to try to get healthier, I'm going to try to get happier, and I'm going to try to get back to my core values of doing what I want to do. And if I lose half my audience, I lose half my audience. But you know what? I'll gain another half an audience that enjoys what I used to do and what I like to do now. It's like I miss 3D printing so much, but every time I get my 3D printer, I'm like, oh, I don't want to just print something on Thingiverse because that's been done to death and everybody's going to hate that. Oh, I want to go 3D model something. Oh, that's not going to be good enough. People are going to make fun of me because I didn't do this and this. And I'm like, what the fuck, Jerry? Like, that's not how you used to be. Used to be like, I give 0 fucks. If you think something's cool on Thingiverse, print that shit out and fuck with it. Like, that's, and share that experience. People love that stuff. Why am I second guessing myself over all this shit? And the truth is, it's because I watch all these other people's videos. And I'm like, oh, I should be doing that, and I should be doing that. And I'm like, you know what? Those guys are all cookie cutter. What I did was unique, like my delivery and stuff. Why did I, it kills me. Like, why did I run away from that and try to be like everybody else? Why did I care about production value and buy better equipment? Why didn't I just keep shooting my shitty little videos on my shitty little Sony Handycams and having a good fucking time? I hope I remember all this when I wake up in the morning. I'll have to watch this JITR again because I think I just had a little epiphany there, guys. An epiphany. And that's not a stripper's name. That's like a real thing, epiphany. All right, guys. Well, I need to get some sleep because tomorrow I got to wake up and get another one of those fucking shots on my belly so that I can have another bruise to match the other big bruise in the middle. And hopefully that'll be the last shot I have to take because I'm going to go get the ultrasounds. If we get good news on the ultrasounds, then hopefully they can move me to this Eliquis oral medication, which still costs me like $600 a month, even with insurance, because insurance fucking sucks. But we'll take that. We'll take that as it comes. But needless to say, thank you guys for all of your support. The support that you've given me here on Patreon is actually helping us a little bit out with paying the bills and stuff during the downtime. We've been hemorrhaging income like crazy, and when the medical bills start rolling in next to the insurance, we're going to fucking shit ourselves. But we've got enough of a buffer right now to get through it, but it's like my future heavily depends on me getting back to making regular content and getting involved full tilt back into video production and doing the Twitch stuff and locking down some sponsorships and getting the affiliate stuff rolling again and doing the things that help me basically build up a future for my family, and then reinvesting that income into producing more and cooler videos and basically just doing the same shit that I was doing 2 years ago. It's not about moving forward. It's actually about going backwards this time. All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you. I saw a couple new patrons today. Thank you, guys, for showing up and showing your support. And also, we had a couple of guys that had to downgrade their monthly pledge, and I totally get it, guys. Christmas is coming up, a lot of shit. I want to thank you guys, though, personally, though, for doing something more than the basic pledge. Even though I don't offer a lot above that other than the Discord role and everything like that, you guys honestly just did me a huge solid, and I super appreciate it. Even if it was for 1 month, you guys, honestly, thank you so much. We appreciate it here. Every little bit has helped so much. All right, guys. Well, I hope to get back to YouTube here pretty soon. And when I do, I want to do it with regular content. Regular content. That is my goal.
And I hope to do a morning coffee on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm not gonna do one tomorrow because I have to go into the hospital. You guys understand. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Again, leave your comments down below. I read each and every single one of them here on Patreon, guys. Thank you so much, and I also want to thank the two guys. Sorry, I don't have the envelopes right in front of me here, but two people sent me a get well message and an inspirational message, handwritten. One was handwritten and one was done cool printer emojis and stuff, and they had a selfie in there. But thank you guys for sending those to my PO box. I really do appreciate it. PO Box 279, Duval, Washington 98019. You guys fucking are awesome. I was feeling really in the dumps today, and those picked me up a lot. Actually, a lot of the reason why I'm making this jitter right now is because I got those, and they actually kind of got me going today. So, you guys meant the world to me. All right, love you guys. I'm 39 years old, or young. Although this haircut does make it look like I got slightly less gray hair. So that's a plus, right? Or maybe I want more gray hair. I hear that gray hair can make certain men look sexy. Although I probably need to get rid of some of this chin first. All right, I'm going to bed, guys.